Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the mini plot for Kishiryu Gatai Series 01 Kishiryu-Oh Tri-Ken set. So this is the first box set of mini plot for Ryusoulger. 5 boxes you can see on the side make up this box. 1, 2, and 3 are put together to form Kishiryu-Oh, aka Tiramigo. Then there's also one for Tri-Ken and then one for Ankyloze. Now the cool thing is, if you can take a look here, it does come with the different headpieces so that you can make their specific forms. And you can take a look on the side of the box here. It does show Kishiryu-Oh Tri-Ken and Kishiryu-Oh Ankyloze. So I do appreciate that. I think it's neat that it comes with all of the pieces to make all 3 configurations. So I think that's really neat. But yeah, the outside of the box, not anything too exciting. Bottom, very unexciting. There you go. Go ahead and open this up and you'll see the 5 individual boxes. So if we pull one of these out, might be easier to get this middle one. Here we go. So you can see, let's see if I grab one. Is that the back? Whoop. No. So I'm just trying to show off what some of these look like here. It shows 1, 2, and 3 make Tiramigo. And then on the 4th one over here, it shows the pieces in the corner, but it just shows 3 knights. Is the 5th box the same? Yeah. So 4 and 5 are the same. I'm guessing 1, 2, and 3 are the same. They are. Yeah. So, not the most exciting front of the boxes, I gotta say, but let's move all this out of the way. You can see on the side here, the 3 that are used for Tiramigo, and then again, those 2 down there. And on the back, it just shows how you can put them all together. So pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and get these built up, and then we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here's everything stickered up, put together. Obviously, the first big draw, I should say, right here, is Tiramigo. It takes 3 sets to build him, but he actually looks really good. He doesn't have that many stickers, I have to be honest. He's got some stickers here for the eyes. He's got, I guess, quite a few stickers here on the top of his leg, and some over here on the back for the robot mode. And then he's got some here on the top. But it's really not too bad, I have to say. Building these was very enjoyable, very fun, and they really came out really nice. The one thing I do want to show off real quick, Tiramigo comes with these kind of like placeholder little like drill bits and gun bits. But these really are just in case you just buy Kishiryu-Oh. If you never buy the others, they at least give you kind of like little placeholder ones that are just one solid color. But if you do get the 2 for Tri-Ken and Ankyloze, they do give you like proper ones to build. And you can see they're much thicker, 2 different colored plastic, they're built up. So these are a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and just swap out these temporary ones. I wanted to at least show them off because, like I said, I do appreciate that they are included. Because if you decided to just get Tiramigo, you could at least form a proper looking Kishiryu-Oh. But I'm just going to go ahead and put those all off to the side now. And I'm going to plug in the correct looking ones. So let me see how I want to do this. See, the problem is they don't have as many connection ports as, say, the DX one does. But I guess I would put this like this. Maybe I'll put them underneath. I'm trying to think how they are in the DX one. I don't necessarily put them in Tiramigo mode all that often, to be honest. I know these go up here, so I can easily do that. There we go. So he looks better with his official proper ones. I think in the DX one, don't they plug in? I don't know. You could also put them here on the front if you wanted. You do have those pieces. So if you wanted to just connect these here like this, you could do that. I mean, you guys know how this toy line goes. They have the same kind of Lego connections as the DX one does. So you can play around. You can customize it all you want. But I think that's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and take these off for the time being, just so I can show you the transformation and all the articulation and everything. So, come off. And now the tail's popping off. Get back on there. Alright, so here is the T-Rex mode. Mouth opens and closes. Now that you can kind of turn the whole torso here. I was going to say the head itself doesn't turn because of how it's pegged on. But these pieces can move. If you want, you can move these. And there's a bend here as well. That's going to be because they turn into arms later. But if for some reason you wanted to angle the guns, you could certainly do so. You also have, there's like a swivel here and a swivel here. And we'll get into that more in a moment. Legs can kind of go out to the side like that, as well as swivel around. And then you have kind of a reverse knee. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Because of the robot, the knees are actually in the back. So in the T-Rex mode, he's got kind of a weird reverse knee. And then you have a little bit of an ankle tilt from side to side. Tail has no articulation, just pegs on. So, but I feel like, you know, for the T-Rex mode, that's pretty good. The arms can even move because they're just kind of pegged in there. So if you wanted to move them up and down, you can certainly do that as well. So very cool. I'm going to put all this stuff off to the side and we'll get into the transformation for this guy. Transforms pretty much exactly the same way the DX one does, honestly. Go ahead, take the tail off, put that to the side. You have the same swivel here in the torso at the 45-degree angle. Then you would just swivel this up, straighten that all out, bring this around, and now you're going to have that nice bicep swivel and a nice elbow joint that the DX does not have. So already we're off to some improvements. So you can see pretty much the whole robot mode there. Gonna go ahead and take these and peg them in where they go. And one thing that is worth noting, it's a little weird, the replacement ones, they were like not perfect squares. Like they were here, but I tried to put this like this way and it was fine, like to clip it there. But then when I tried to do it the other way, I got a lot of resistance. Like for whatever reason, it doesn't clip in that way. And I don't know why that is. I guess they're just a little bit farther apart, so they're not a perfect square. Because again, perfectly fine. Try to do it this way, will not go in. So that's weird, but I wanted to note that just because if you end up only getting the Kishiryu-Oh 3 boxes, you'll at least know you're not crazy, because I was playing with that for a while until I realized. Gonna go ahead and pop these guns on the forearms here. Take this, plug this onto the back like you normally would. And if you want to collapse the arms up a little bit, you can. I like to do that. I just think it looks a little better just to push them up. And then you're going to have to bring in your headpiece, which is a completely separate piece that you have to put some heavy-duty stickers on, but I think it actually came out all right. You can see it basically just looks like the head and up of the Ryusoulger without the other piece down below, and obviously there's no sword or shield or anything, so it's just the head. But you can see it's a ball joint. So you just come up here and you just pop it in that little hole where the head should go. And it's simple. And there you go. Now you have Kishiryu-Oh. I think he looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and let's get into articulation here. So as I just showed you, the head is on a ball joint. You have a swivel here in the shoulder as well as an out to the side, which is one thing Minipla always remembers to take care of, and I really appreciate that. You do have that bicep swivel. You have the 90 degrees in the elbow, and you do have a hand swivel because that's just a peg as well. So if you want to rotate the hand around, you can do that as well. You do have a waist swivel. You have out to the side in the hips as well as a swivel. And then you have that reverse knee. And then you have the ankle tilt from side to side. So he's got a lot of great articulation. Definitely way better articulated than the deluxe version. And I gotta say, he's pretty solid. I think he looks great. Like I said, just enough stickers to give him some nice pops of color, but not so many intricate stickers that it was a real pain to apply. Honestly, most of these went on pretty easily, and they just look really great. I would say the head were probably the most, I don't want to say difficult, but I want to say like nerve-wracking because I really didn't want to mess them up. But yeah, really can't complain. So let's go ahead. We'll start bringing in some of these extra guys over here. We'll start up with Tri-Ken. Now, they're very tiny. As you can see, you do have some stickers there for the eyes. You have some silver striped stickers here on the sides. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Does come apart in the middle just like the DX toy does. You can move these up and down if you like. The whole Triceratops head is on a ball joint, so you can move that around a little bit if you want. I think the blade for the sword looks pretty good, so I'm very happy with that. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the Tri-Ken Kishiryu-Oh, and it's been a minute, so I'm going to refer to my directions here because I don't 100% remember what goes into the Tri-Ken configuration. So I'm going to go ahead and take everything off. And the nice thing about it is it really goes together pretty much exactly the same way the DX one does, because all the pieces are pretty much exactly the same. The only difference really is that apparently I can't unplug this cannon. There we go. Now the only difference is that you're pulling the head out as a ball joint instead of the entire Ryusoulger. So here is the Tri-Ken head. Really nice. I was really happy with how this sticker came out. I was really afraid I was going to mess this one up, but it looks great. Really like this head a lot. So again, you just pop that into the ball joint, no problems there. Let me follow my directions here. So you put the gun on that corner. We're going to take the back end of Ankyloze and pop that on top of there. Then we're going to take the other gun and the other part of Ankyloze, and then we're going to connect that to here, like that. We're going to take off the Triceratops head, which is very simple to do. Just pegs in the back. Oh, and I can flip it around. That's no problem. All right, I found it. So there we go. Put that off to the side. Going to split Tri-Ken in half. Going to peg this part onto the torso right there. And then we're going to take this and plug this onto the forearm. And then we're supposed to take this, if I'm not mistaken, and plug this onto here, which I always thought was a bit of a weird choice, but that's what the directions have you do, so why not? And I think that's pretty much it. I think this one just gets put off to the side. So there you go. There is Kishiryu-Oh Tri-Ken. I think it looks good. Again, I love the blue head. I think that's really cool. If you wanted to take this and, you know, maybe give him like a drill crotch plate or something, you could certainly do that. Again, certain amount of customization. You can plug these pieces really wherever you want. If you wanted to give him a Tyranno crotch, you could certainly do that as well. Wherever you want to put these. I kind of like to put these like on the back or somewhere you could store it if you wanted to do something like that as well. So, but yeah, this is the official combination, and I gotta say it looks pretty good. So I'm going to take everything off, and next we'll take a look at the Ankyloze formation. Alright, for the Ankyloze formation, you're going to go ahead and remove the tail and plug this into the side of the arm, which I always thought was a little weird. I would have liked to rather have it as like a, you could plug this end in and kind of have it as a blade coming forward. I just always thought that was a cooler look, but this is the official configuration here. So we're going to plug this in as a chest plate, which I do think that looks pretty cool. I do like that. Next, we're going to take the drill piece, the tail piece, peg that on there, take one of the gun pieces and peg that onto the back, and then we're going to peg that onto the forearm, and then we're going to take the drill piece and peg that on up here. Going to take this piece from Tri-Ken, pop that over there, and then we should take the pink head, which I will say this one has the least amount of stickers on it. It's basically this little bit of pink over here on the side, this pink here for the visor, and then there's a little bit of pink on top. Otherwise, it's mostly a light gray piece, but still looks good. I still think blue's my favorite head so far out of the three, though. And there you go. There is Kishiryu-Oh Ankyloze. I like this form. I do like the crazy hammer. I kind of like symmetry though, so I would probably turn it around like that and make it look more like a hammer. But that's just me. But like I said, if you're familiar with the DX version, the transformations are pretty much exactly the same, which is kind of the cool thing. The mini pla use the same like Lego style connection ports that the deluxe version does. So if you know how to transform the deluxe version, you're going to know how to transform the mini pla version. And last but certainly not least, we'll do Five Nights. Go ahead, and this one I can pretty much do from memory. Going to connect these pieces onto the arm. Take this piece and the other gun piece and peg that on like this. Then we're going to take these drill pieces, and there is a rotation here in this piece if I didn't mention that before. Peg this on here. Take this, peg this on here. Take the tail, plug that back onto the back. Plug the T-Rex head back on the front, and then go ahead and drop that red head back on there. So there you go. There is 3 Knights. Definitely liking the look of it. Very, very cool. It's going to have all the same articulation points as the normal Kishiryu-Oh. Putting these on don't really affect the articulation in any way. But yeah, I think it looks great. I think they've done a fantastic job with the mini pla. Very excited about it. At this point, everything's connected except the 2 extra heads, so you just have to make sure you put these somewhere. And I will say they also gave me this piece, and I honestly don't know where this was supposed to go. It was not using any of the directions. So, I don't know. If somebody knows where this goes, let me know, but I really don't know where that was supposed to go. So, I apologize. But yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Now, the next set basically has all of these plus Tiger Lance, Mill Needle, and Dime Volcano, or Dime Volcano. I'm just going to call it Dime Volcano. So, the next one has quite a few more boxes. I guess it should technically have 8 in total, unless any of those other 3 I mentioned take multiple boxes. So I'll be interested to see the breakdown of a box for the second wave. I haven't decided if I'm going to double dip and get all these again. If you wanted to display like 3 Knights and 5 Knights, you could then, you know, have both. It kind of reminds me of like with the mini pla for Lupat. You would get a couple good strikers by the time you were done so that you could show off different configurations and things, and Kishiryu-Oh by himself is kind of the good striker of Ryusoulger, so that you can show a couple different versions at one time. So I might keep the extras, I haven't decided yet. But this guy definitely looks good, so if you have the opportunity to pick this guy up and you're into mini pla, I definitely recommend him. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? Oh, I did want to mention the directions do show you how to do the fortress mode. First, for time and simplicity, I didn't bother showing that here because it transforms exactly the same way that the DX one does. But it does show that it's possible, so I wanted to at least mention that. But yeah, really impressed with this. Mini pla definitely continuing its excellence as far as I'm concerned. I have never really met a mini pla from Bandai that I didn't like, and this guy is no exception. So definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this review of 3 Knights from Ryusoulger mini pla, and thank you guys so much for watching.